and TikTok. So I want to just talk just a little bit, not a lot. Okay. So I'm talking on both what you call it. So just I want you to just think about today, just like how my situation might help your situation might help my situation. But at the end of the day, I'm just gonna tell you, like, just for real, like if you in any kind of drama BS or something, like my BS, my drama is from my hometown, and a whole lot of people which don't even know me. It's um just from word and things like that. So I don't care who don't like me. I just being real, just don't care who don't like me. But what I'm talking about is, if you know that sometimes I heard this from this guy, so it's on my Facebook, and I heard it, and that's basically true. So when God is actually removing you from a place that He don't want you at, when I tell you it's time to exit, and I've been prolonging my move only because it's just things here that I want to take care of, as in um still having a heart helping and financial things that's going on here at the house and stuff like that. So therefore, I'm not a type of person that I would just get up and leave when I see somebody else is going through a struggle or going through something in their life. You understand what I'm saying? So if I can help out, then I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna help out with that first, before I try to leave. But I am planning on leaving this hometown. This is my hometown, but sometimes you can't get things done or move forward in life if you stay in your hometown, especially if the whole town is like, what, you mad at me? Do you know me? No. No, I seen people roll their eyes at the gas station like, do you know me? I never seen you before a day of my life. So okay, just keep being mad. So, but just what I feel, I'm just gonna tell you exactly what I feel. I wouldn't have a lot of people either hating or either not liking me, only because this my feeling, and I use my intuition on certain things. If people wouldn't been offered any kind of money to take me down, then it would have been a different story. Or if it wasn't even like these politicians or whoever it is, celebrities or whatever it is, and people are going with the money. You understand what I'm saying? People will go with the money before they go with somebody that they think like, oh, you broke, you just don't have nothing. So everybody gonna go with the person that has money, right? So therefore, that's why it's kind of hard for me to. Well, it's not hard for me because I'm not even surviving the storm. I overcame that storm. You understand what I'm saying? I overcame that storm, and it's just that people, if people wasn't offered coin, people do anything for money. And sometimes you got to think about, where's the money coming from, how I'm getting this money, and who am I getting it from. My saying is, if it's not of God, I don't want it. If I have to kill, steal, or destroy for some money, I don't want it. Because that's exactly, they might not think, but just say for instance, if I was just because I'm not average. I'm not average. I can endure a lot. I'm not average. So if it was just somebody else in my shoes, somebody probably would have been unalive themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Probably unalive themselves, or probably did something where they don't want to be here, or make them feel like they they not worthy to be on this earth. So that's why a lot of people will commit suicide. So, and that's a terrible thing to do. That's a terrible thing to terrible thing where you have to force somebody to do something like that. And if you as an individual have to force somebody to unalive themselves, what kind of individual are you? That means if that person unalive themselves, that body is on you. And God said in the commandments, thou should not kill, thou should not steal. So that body will be on you, and that conscience feeling, and and if a person unalive themselves, I don't know how that work, or because I never unalive nobody, or anything like that. So I don't know if people really hunt them or hunt people like that. I don't know. I don't know. What did I just what did you just join? Something for you to become a better version of yourself. Something to become a better version of yourself, because I know you did something wrong yesterday. I know you did something wrong yesterday. And if you did something wrong yesterday, repent, pray, ask God for forgiveness. That's what you just joined. Okay. But anyways, YouTube, as I was saying, basically, if a person that evil and you want to see a person harm themselves, what type of person are you? Is that a person that walks with God, or is that a person that walks with Satan? You got to ask yourself, because that's why the scriptures say you got to know the fruit of the person. Got to know the fruit of the person. You just can't just go on by words, because words, you can say anything out your mouth, right? You can say anything out your mouth. Anything out your mouth. Once you say something out your mouth, then what does that mean? That's words, right? But your actions have to line up with what you're saying. Your actions had to line up. If your actions don't line up with what you're saying or what you're putting out, then you're not. Mm-mm. Anybody can do a scripture. And I'm not talking about nothing, sir. Since you want to talk about what you just came into, I'm really not talking about nothing. Because if I want to talk about something, I'll be talking about something. I want to get online. Okay, is that all right with you? You can exit. I didn't ask you to be here anyways. I didn't jump on your page and said, please come and join my live. I did not. You came in here. I always remember that. I want people to remember that. I did not force you to come up in here in my live. I did not. So if I had forced you to come up in my live, then I would have sent you a notification. But I did not do that. And I don't have time to force you, because I don't need your validation on what I'm talking about. Anyways, what I want to talk about is my mouth. And either you're gonna be in here or you're not. You can exit, go to somebody else live, or make your own live. That's what you do. Okay. So that's how I handle that. Okay. I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm not gonna do none of that. But you can exit this live and you can go somewhere else. If you're not comfortable right here, I can sit here and I can talk to zero people and I'll be content. I'll be content. You can exit this live at any time. I'm not forcing you to be here. Okay. Thank you. Like for real. Like what people be thinking. People be thinking like your presence is gonna make me. No, your presence is not gonna make me. Uh-uh. Show like you you better think so. A prayer for Easter. Oh, Easter is coming up. And it's probably won't go live. Your stream won't go live. Why? I'm live on there. Oh, I got my other phone on charge though. I'm live on there. So don't tell me I can't go live. Shoot. I'm gonna plug my other phone up because we need something to talk about. And just steady people just looking at me. Okay. Because at the end of the day, yeah. But you gotta be yourself, regardless of people don't like you or not. Don't worry about what people if they don't like you or not. You weren't put on this earth for people to like you, right? I know I wasn't. I know I don't care. They can be mad all they want to. And the only thing I know is when people get mad at you, store your journey of being successful. Store your journey of doing something in your life that's positive, and you're gonna have a whole lot of haters, a lot more haters. Okay, I'm serious. Start your journey on trying to elevate in life. You're gonna have more haters than what you have. And if you don't have haters, that means you're not doing something right in your life. Because only people that hate is when people hate, that means you're doing something right in your life. You understand what I'm saying? That means it's a change in you. That's something that they mad because they is not willing to put in the work to change themselves. You understand what I'm saying? So that's exactly what it is. It's just that people hate on a person to either surpass them, or either just working on self, that healing journey, what they don't have their mind set on to start their healing process, start to become a better version of themselves than they was yesterday. A lot of people don't have that train of thought. A lot of people holding on to childhood trauma and still trying to figure things out in life. I was just talking to my patient, and that's what she was telling me basically, because we have conversations, and I love talking to her because I motivate her to do stuff. And by me motivating her to do things, it motivate me to push harder to do exactly what I was put on this earth to do. You understand? So I was talking to her, and she was just like, she at the age that she is right now. I'm not gonna just blurt out her age, but she's up in the age. She's an elder, and so she was talking about she's still trying to get to the point where she's taking care of her childhood trauma, and sometimes it takes people a little bit longer than others to take care of that childhood trauma because she's still holding on to it. But I was put in that woman's life for a reason. I was put in that woman's life for a reason because I'm going to get to the bottom of her childhood to start letting her release it out, because it's good for people to just talk to somebody to release what you've been holding on to for a long time period of time. So yeah, I don't. That's what I'm saying. Like with her, I can talk to her. I don't have to talk to nobody in this town. Don't nobody got to talk to me. Don't nobody got to be around me. I'm fine. My circle is small. I like for my circle to be exactly where it's at right now because I don't have to worry about he say she say or some messy stuff going on or this and that and all that. I don't have time for that. This part of my life is no time for that drama type stuff in my life. No time for that. You know, this part of my life is something that I want to do, something that's gonna elevate me, something that's gonna put me in a spot where I know that this is my purpose. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not worrying about trying to please these people in Dallas, because these people in Dallas is gonna be they're gonna be stuck in the same spot that they was in yesterday. I'm telling you the truth. And that's the God's honest truth. They're gonna be stuck in the same spot because they don't want to better themselves. They want something to fall in their lap like this. They want something to fall in their lap. And when people are like that, when they actually want something just to fall in their lap, they stubborn. They stuck in they ways. And you can't get nowhere in life when you're stuck in your ways. Mm-mm. They ain't getting nowhere. But my whole point of the conversation is, if you have people like, look, somebody reported my stuff, I don't care. Somebody, it says restriction, so out of my mouth didn't say nothing wrong. But anyways, if you have people that's in your city, it's just too much going on in your city, it's time for you to remove yourself. Like it's time for me to remove myself. And I've been researching in places, like I never moved out of the state of Texas, but I've been researching places to go, and I don't want to be nowhere in Texas. I want to. If you drive where I'm at, yeah, I need you to drive for 2 days. I need for you to drive for 2 days, and yeah, 2 days or 24 hours or something like that. Just 24 hours, just 24 hours period. Just say 24 hours. Just say 24 hours. I need you to drive 24 hours to get to where I'm at. I bet you'd be tired. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm researching on right now to see where if they drive from Dallas, Texas, it's gonna take you 24 hours to get there. So I don't want to be around none of these people in Dallas. Not anymore. It's time. If God is pushing me out this city, I need to go with what God is doing in my life. To get away. And this is exactly what He's doing. And I was sitting here and I was thinking, how can I still leave if I leave tomorrow? How can I still I still will be able to, because I'm just the type of person I am. I still will be able to send the money here to where I need to send it to, and do what I need to do until they get caught up on everything they need to get caught up on, because I've been sitting around here. I just now got a job, so therefore I can send money from where I'm at. They got Cash App, they got all kinds of stuff that I can just send the money, and they pay whatever you need to pay. But I don't have to just be here. And I God just put that on my spirit, man, because it's just I'm not gonna get nowhere here, and it's time for me to go. And I hate to leave my patient, but it's time to go. It's time to go. Because I'm not gonna you can't succeed when the whole city is trying to be at my neck, but I got my foot on their neck. So you ain't gonna succeed like that. And it's time for me to actually pack up and just go. Just get the little things that I can get and just go. Because I know God is a provider, He'll provide the rest. As long as I just walk out on faith. That's the only thing that you have to do. Walk out on faith and let God lead the rest of the way. He'll lead that way. As long as you know that God, trusting in God, I can do all things. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So if I walk out, He'll provide the rest, and that's a promise because He's a provider. And it's time to go. So I'm gonna do a little bit more research and things like that. And the only reason that I haven't really did anything, because everything that I search, the whole city know. So do you understand, like, what if you understand the things that I'm talking about, like everything that I type, even if I send a text message, they know exactly what I'm talking about. They know. I guess people get notifications or something like that, or if I'm supposed to go somewhere, they get notifications. You understand what I'm saying? Because every device that I have, it's them controlling it. That's they control, but I have control over me. They control that. That's materialistic type stuff. So that's what they do. So every time, if I type, if I type my on my phone right now, and I tell my friend I'm on my way, they'll be there before I get there. They would be there before I get there. Do you understand what I'm saying? They will be there before I get there. What kind of wicked stuff is that? That's wicked, ain't it? I'm telling you. Exactly. Just telling you just the things that I don't put myself as I'm going through it, because I don't care. People could be about it. I don't care about it. But my thing is, I'm just telling the world just how things. Okay, this my thing, because you might be going through the same thing. So therefore, I'm just telling the world how it is, what people would do. You understand what I'm saying? But you, as an individual, have to stay prayed up, keep all the witchcraft, the black magic, all that stuff. Pray, pray. Them strongholds that they got holding on to you, and everything that they holding on, pray that out. Pray your way through that. Pray your way through that because you can get through it. I got through all of it. It's just that a lot of people are obsessed with me right now. It's just that's what it is. They are obsessed with me. It's just they don't want to go away. That's it. I ain't gonna seriously go. I ain't gonna lie about nothing, but that's the truth. They just. It's just that they love my spirit. They love who I am as an individual, but that's why they around. They won't go nowhere. and, and and it'd be funny to me, and it'd be funny to me because they won't go away. It's not that I laugh at what because I don't know I don't even know what situation they in. I just know that somebody trying to put a crime on me. That's all I know. That's the only thing I know. I don't know exactly what's going on because ain't nobody gonna tell me. Ain't nobody gonna tell me. Ain't nobody gonna tell me because because if I know, then I could go ahead and do what I need to do today. But you know, I'ma sue them. I'ma sue them. That's why I ain't found out. No big names, but I'm telling you, and I'm gonna say allegedly. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know for a fact. I'm gonna say allegedly because I don't know for a fact, and I don't want this to be they trying to sue me, but this is allegedly. But I know can't nobody tell me that this is not Tamla Man and her husband. Some way this is all connected to something. I don't know what it is, but can't nobody tell me that this is not Tamla Man and her husband, allegedly. They done got them allegedly, they done got themselves in some situation that they can't get out of. And that's why it's so hard. And that's why people with money, yes, ma'am, yes, sir. They would do anything to get out of trouble. This is allegedly. I don't know for a fact, but I believe so. And then there's some more singers, some more gospel singers allegedly, and they always in this little whatever they was in, whatever they was doing. I don't know what they was doing. I can't tell you for real. I really can't tell you because I don't know. I just know they said a whole lot of things about me, and I don't even. I figuring out the stuff that they said about me because I see it all the time, like what they said. So you know, that's it, you guys. Like stuff like that, like creepy stuff, like real creepy stuff, and those type people. And if that is the case, then you would know that the fruit of that person, you shouldn't be acting out like you shouldn't act out in that type of behavior. That behavior is totally wicked, and wicked means what? Satanist. You worship that man down there, and I'm gonna figure that out before I even talk on that part too. But yeah, it's something, and then and then so how I kind of all this is allegedly, okay? So how I kind of figured out that it was kind of Tamla Man and David Man is because of when I went to TD Jakes' church. That man stood on that stage and said, "I wouldn't want to be seen in front of nobody. I wouldn't want," and I know he was directing that to me because they knew I was coming. "I wouldn't want to be seen in front of nobody. I would be at home in my house, closed up." So all this is connected some type of way. Cause Tamla Man, David Man, TD Jakes, they all are friends. They all friends. Stop reporting my stuff, cause y'all know I'm kind of getting on the point. Stop reporting my stuff and having me restrictions and stuff, cause ain't nothing I'm saying is wrong. But at the end of the day, but yes, that's what that man had told me, and that was three years ago. That was 3 years ago, and I still remember that. Uh-huh. And the same as that car that I'm driving right now, my sister car, that's the car that I drove to the Potter's house. But all this is connected. And what's that other man name? Kurt Franklin. Kurt Franklin is friends with them too. All of them are friends. You understand what I'm saying? They all friends. And some this is all connected to something. Uh-huh. That's how I feel, you know, because something is not right. It's something, it's a secret that this city got going. It's a secret that the city has going. They don't want to tell me. But guess what? I be asking God for clarity in my dreams and stuff, and something like where my cousins, it's a lot of things that I do know. I try to put my finger on it, and but I don't worry about it. But I want to know the people. But I know that my cousins them used to rap. They're supposed to be probably famous or whatever. So I put that together. Then it's a lot of drama. It's a lot of drama, and I ain't in it, you know. But yeah, I kind of figured that too, like cousins, probably cousins, and mixed in with people of that sort. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, it's a lot, child. It's a lot, but I don't worry about it because I know that God is taking care of them. I don't have to do it because God will fight for you. God will fight for you. And whatever they going through, however they going through, I can only just pray for them and just leave it there. That's it. That's what you need. Whatever that. Oh, that's the name. What kind of name? What people just do any old thing? You probably just made that. You probably just made that account real fast and just jumped on here just to see what I was saying, huh? You didn't even have. You couldn't even think of a name. you you could even think of a name. Oh, it's restrict. That ain't no. Oh, they talking about a substance. That's not a substance. That ain't no substance. That is not no. No, they better go on. So I can't like my black a mile. That ain't no substance. That's why they was. That's why it reported me. They thought it was some drugs. No, that ain't drugs, baby. That ain't drugs. That's um my nicotine. Okay, that's my nicotine. It ain't no drugs. Okay, no. You think I'll be crazy to sit here and just smoke some marijuana? No, baby. No, not this week, not that week, not never, never. I don't smoke that stuff. I only smoked what's the thing called? Methamphetamine. I smoked methamphetamine. Yeah, I did. I don't, that's the only thing that I did. And you supposed to call it a different color or something, but I ain't to call it none of that because I'm calling it the name. I'm not a content creator, and I'm not trying to be one. Okay, so yeah, I'm not perfect, but I am who I am. Okay, and I want you guys to enjoy the rest of your day, night, whatever you want to call it, evening. Okay, because I'm just offline. I was just trying to just jump on here, trying to pass time, because I'm going to sleep at 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock, probably in a minute, because I'm already sleepy. And they can make noise and try to make me stay up and be restless. Baby, I give my sleep. I don't have nothing hunting me. I give my sleep. I don't care what about that. I give my sleep. I don't got nothing hunting me. I ain't killed nobody. Well, unalive nobody. So ain't nothing hunting me at night when I go to sleep. Nope. Nope. So therefore, I get rest And I want you guys to start getting rest. If y'all don't get rest on here, get rest. I ain't unalive nobody, so therefore ain't nothing hunting me. I don't got no demons after me and all that kind of stuff. No, I don't. No, sir. No, ma'am. Mm-mm. I get rest at night because whenever I get rest at night, and I'm gonna tell you the big fact before I get off of here, because I don't have a guilty conscience of anything. You know, people don't get rest when they have guilty conscience. Uh huh. When your conscience is guilty and you feel that conviction that's in your spirit, you can't get no rest. You understand what I'm saying? When you have a guilty conscience, you cannot rest, and that's the God's honest truth. When you have a guilty conscience, because that conscience gonna eat you up so much, and you ain't gonna get no rest. You understand? So don't if you done did something in your life that's bad, pray about it, or either go ahead, do whatever you gotta do, turn yourself in, and that's for real. I'll just tell you that. If you did something, turn yourself in. Just speak to real with the FBI, law enforcement, whatever you did, because at the end of the day, it always shows up. Not when you want it to show up. It's gonna show up when you least expecting it, and you're gonna be very, very mad. So I don't have a guilty conscience of anything. That's why I get rest. That's why I sleep. If I had a guilty conscience, that means I done did this whole city in, like they said. You understand what I'm saying? You get it. I do. For real. For real. If I have a guilty conscience, then that means I done did everything that they done said I done did in this city. But I don't have one. I get plenty of rest. I be up when nobody else up. I go to sleep early and I be up. And I be up in here probably singing really, really loud, waking people up. But I'm not gonna do that no more, waking people up, singing loud. But I feel it's you gotta know what the feeling that you have in the inside of you when your song comes on and it makes you feel that feeling is a great feeling. People gotta sit in that right song, that gospel song, and just pray and think about them. Think about all the times that he done escaped you from danger. He done escaped you from things that's in your life that you didn't even think that you can come out of. Give him his praise. And once you start doing that, that feeling that you have that's in the inside of you, even just talking about him, it makes a difference. It makes a difference. It makes a very big difference in your life. It does. I know my laptop thing over there is probably well all of it's dark and this don't even work. My laptop is a 1989. It's old, but I love my computer. Like the other one, I didn't like it, and that was Windows 11. I do not like that Windows 11. I'm supposed to get off of here, and I'm staying on here. But yeah, that's it. When people has a guilty conscience, it eat them up. It eat them up because they know something in their life is not right. Something like for real though. Like just say if I stole a piece of bubble gum out the store. Oh no. I'm gonna take you back. I'm gonna take you back to an example. And this was like probably 5 6 years ago. And I was at the Family Dollar, and I had some eyeliners in my hand. I had some two eyeliners. They was $1 a piece, right? So I had some eyeliners in my hand, and this the God's honest truth. It was like about 4 or 5, about 6 years ago. I had some eyeliners in my hand, And so I said, I'm not paying for this. I'm just gonna take this out the store because I be seeing like some of my friends be taking stuff out the store. So I said, I'm gonna take this out the store. That guilty conscience hit me. Soon as I pushed that door, I said, I gotta pay for this. You understand what I'm saying? I gotta pay for this. And I went back in line. And they said, you was already at the door. Why you just didn't go? My, my friends was like, you was already at the door. Why you just go out the door? Because I can't. That's the guilty conscience that I be trying to tell people about. Because you have guilty conscience when you know that you have done something. Hmm. Clock it. When you know you have done something wrong in your life, you have guilty conscience. Yes, regardless of anything, you have a guilty conscience. I could not steal two little eyeliners that look like this. It was just like this, two of them, and I had them in my hand like this. And I was walking. I pushed the door, and I turned around, and I said, "I can't do it," because that's when you start knowing that it's a change that you need. It's a change in you. It's a change in you. You have to look at the little things that you do in life. Like I knew I couldn't steal them two eyeliners. I had to turn around to go pay for them because you know what? I always say, what would God do? What would God do? If you think like that, you start becoming a better version of yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So that guilty conscience that you have right now, think about it. Think about that guilty conscience and free yourself. Free yourself. You want to know why? How you can free yourself? Because you got to forgive yourself. You have to really forgive yourself. Because if you don't forgive yourself, how you gonna make it? How you gonna push through? You got to forgive yourself for all the wrong that you have done in your life. You have to forgive yourself. You had to. I forgave myself for even trying to walk out that Family Dollar with two eyeliners that look just like this. I had to forgive myself, and that's where I seen change in me. I said, if I start doing wrong, won't nothing good come to me. And this was about 6 years ago, probably 7 years ago, probably 8 years ago. I don't remember when it was, but it was a while back. And that's when I said, how your business gonna go right if you trying to steal that feeling that you have in the inside, that guilty conscience. You have to turn back around. You have to turn, like how you turn your life around. You have to, and you as an individual have to turn yourself back around and go do the right thing. Because I did the right thing. I paid for those things. And a lot of people say, hey, stealing would bring you up. No, it ain't gonna bring you up. It's gonna bring you down. Because that's not the right thing to do. Because think about what them people put into their business. Think about what them people put into their business. They sat down and thought about what they're gonna do with their business. So you taking a little eyeliner, that's money out their pocket, and that's stealing. Okay. So I'm about to go, you guys, before I can hush my mouth and everything. And I have my own little tools up in here, because game stalkers be making a noise and stuff. And I have my own noise, and actually, a fan for this. I have my own noise. So my thing is, it's not doing evil for evil. It's just that showing you that I can make noise too. What noise supposed to do? Do it supposed to make me, man? So you want to make noise? See, I think my thing is messing up. But I got another one. I got all three of them, and I just and this one. And I just do this. Like I don't understand the noise for. So I mean, what you can do, I can do better. So I know that's part of the tactics and stuff like that. I know that. So they make noise, I make noise. Like what? What is it? Like I find it. I find it hilarious. Like I do. I mean, a lot of people probably think I always have been a joker. Like I be serious. I know how to be serious. I know how to, I know how to be professional. I know how to be serious. I know how to joke around. I know how to do all that. So therefore, if you want to play jokes, let's be on Comic View. That's it. That's all you got to do. So as I'm doing this, I tune them out because I can only hear what I'm doing. You understand? I run the show. I run this, so I tune them out with this. I can't hear nothing. It might be kiddish, childish, but I don't play games. You playing games, and I'm just gonna tune you out like this. That's it. They making noise now, so I keep mine going. It's not it's because I don't understand the point of it. They're supposed to make me go, whoa, woo, he's crazy. Woo. Nope. So this is what I do in my room. I keep it 100. I ain't gonna tell you a lie. I ain't gonna tell you a lie. So what I do, what they do, I do. Not the wicked stuff. I just do this. They make noise with the loud music, loud trucks. I just do this. Because I don't see the point of it. What are supposed to do? Let me go crazy. So I usually have both of them, but this one probably needs a battery charge. I usually have it like this. Let me show you how I usually have it. Like this. Wait a minute, hold on. Okay. I have it like this. This how I have it. I have it like this. Like this. Right here. I mean, I'm losing that. And this one right there. And I have this one like this. So I have all three going. And that one stop all the time. And you gotta push it back and let's go. And that's it. They make noise, I make noise too. Like, who are you? I'm a human being just like you. So if you make noise, I make noise too. So what's the difference? We both making noise in the city. That's it. Cause I don't understand the point of it, but maybe they do. They understand that point. I don't understand that. I think it's very childish. I think it's childish, but they understand it. I don't. So I just get my stuff and I not this one, this one. So when they make noise, I do like this. Cause they having them make noise. So I just do like this. Everything is a noise thing. Everything that you do in when you got gang stalkers, you got people that harass you every day, they want you to feel bad about something. The guilty conscience that they feel, they want you to feel that. That's it. I'm gonna tell you straight up. The guilty conscience that the person that harass you and feel, that guilty conscience that they feel, they want you to feel that. That's why that noise and stuff be like that. And I just caught on to that right now. Something just put in my spirit to tell you that. But that guilty conscience that they have, They want you to have it. So that's why they make noise and want you to be unsettled, because they want you to have that guilty conscience. If you have that guilty conscience like them, then that means, hey, you joined the party. You did something too. That's it. That's how it is. So I'm serious. I'm telling you the truth. If they only do it because they want you to feel like you have done something. That's where the tactics and stuff come from. They want you to feel that. They want you to feel like you have done something. They want to make you feel like you've done something. That's why they try to pump fear, intimidate you, or come right there by you where you at. Like if I'm at the gas station, like yesterday, I pumped the gas. So you have people surround you. You have people surround you and everything. And I just sit in my room, do this, and I be on Facebook like I'm doing now. I'll show you what I do. This is what I do. I'm gonna charge my battery up though. And that's it. That's all I do. Sit there like I don't know. But yeah, I'm telling you, that's what it is, and a lot of people don't know, like how, like when you got gang stalkers in this in you in a spiritual, because we don't fight against amongst flesh and blood. We fight in this, well, they start fighting in the spirit, and when they start doing evil stuff, so that makes it spiritual. Everything just start being spiritual. You understand what I'm saying? So therefore, so with that being said, that's what the gang stalkers. So they want you to have all this feeling in the inside of you, like you have did all these crimes and stuff. That's what this whole thing is about. They want to make you feel like you have done something. That's why they don't want you to have no sleep. Because if you don't get no, listen to me, if you don't get no sleep, they're gonna be like, see, it's something bothering him, something wrong with him. It's something wrong with him. He done did something. He done did something. So we looking at this type thing. So he done did something. I'm telling you exactly how it is. That's why they don't want you to get no sleep. They don't want you to get real to rest and recharge, because they want to pump that guilty feeling in the inside of you. But if you don't have a guilty feeling, conscience, then how you gonna get one? You can't make nobody have a guilty conscience. You can't. And that's the God, son. You can't make nobody have a guilty conscience. That's one thing people gotta realize. If you start realizing that, you can't make nobody have a guilty conscience. How can you just make somebody? I don't see where it's gonna come from. You can make somebody have a guilty conscience.